Dad, why can't we do beavers at the weekend?
Well, that was the very question my son asked me walking home from Beavers last week. And it got me thinking, oh, that makes a really good vlog. So I'm going to answer it for my son Thomas. And you, of course. So I think the answer is tradition. Traditionally, Beavers is done on a Monday, Cubs is on a Wednesday, Scouts on a Thursday or Friday. But there's nothing in POR that says that on that particular day, we must have this section running. So why do we do scouting during the week? And I've asked a few of my scout leader friends and they don't know the answer, and they've all given me different answers. So here's my take on why we do scouts on a Thursday. Yeah, and I think, like I've just mentioned, tradition, we traditionally do those on those days. And if we look about the weekends, that's kind of a day of rest, particularly Sunday when scouting was there. It was a Christian setup, wasn't it? So we go to church on a Sunday, and Saturday is about family and probably doing things around the house. I was just about to say do chores around the house. But I think that is the reason, is that during the weekend, leaders' time is their own family time. But now that's all changing. And, you know, when scouting first started, there wasn't many other clubs around. Now, if you speak to your scouts, Beavers Cub Scouts and Glorious, they're probably doing something every single night. I know many of my scouts are doing Monday swimming, Tuesdays judo, Wednesdays after school club, Thursday is scouts, Friday is rugby, Saturday is swimming club, Sunday back to rugby. You know, every single day of the week they're doing something. Unlike when I was a kid, I was just in St. John's Ambulance on a Thursday. That's it. I didn't have all these other clubs, unlike they do today. So should we do scouting at the weekend? It's got me thinking, actually. Actually, it would be easier for me than rushing home from the hospital, my daytime job, getting home, waffle down some food, grab the kit, off to scouts on a Thursday, and just make it, you know, half hour in time. And it's probably the same as you guys. Maybe it's the other way around, that, you know, you get home from work, dump your stuff, put your uniform on, then off to Beavers. You're hungry, you're getting hangry, then you get home at kind of 7:30, 8 o'clock, then you're having dinner. So if we did scouting at the weekend, it might be different. We'll have some more time. We'll have longer daytime. Get the sunshine out rather than doing everything at nighttime. Well, it's got me thinking, shall I move my scouts to a Saturday morning? Get out of doing the food shop? Well, obviously that will impact on my family time, and, you know, my daughter goes piano lessons, and we have our own family stuff to do. We've got to do the food shop at the weekend and stuff around the house and washing and cleaning and things that we don't do during the week. But it might help scouts. We can have a longer time instead of just doing, you know, hour and a half and making sure it's only can be done in daylight. And if we want to do something in daylight, we've got to wait till the spring, because at night time it's pitch black when we get to scouts. But if we're doing it on a Saturday or Sunday morning, afternoon, it's bright all the time. But then we have a flip thing of, then we wouldn't be able to have campfires during the day. You know, it's nice to have a fire in the garden at Scout Hall and doing firelighting or whatever. And if we're doing that during the day, it doesn't have that same effect, does it? I don't know. And then there's volunteering time, isn't it? It's us adult volunteers. Can we do that and give up that family time? And then, I said it earlier on, those other young people, they've got rugby club. My daughter does piano, swimming clubs, football. There's a whole other clubs that happens at the weekend. So is this something I'm overthinking? I don't know. So there's a question for you. Would you move your scouts from a Thursday or Friday night or whatever day you do it to the weekend? Comment below. I'd love to know. Comment below in my YouTube video what day you would prefer to do scouting. Not what day you do it, but if you could have a choice to move your night, would you do it at the weekend? Well, it's got me thinking. I might actually trial it. Maybe start a new scout troop on a Saturday morning, for instance, and see how many scouts turn up. Don't know. Who knows? It's just an idea. Maybe it's just one of my wacky ideas. Well, scouts, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you next week here on Big Man in the Woods.